Testium is an integration testing tool that allows you to write your tests in JavaScript or something that compiles JavaScript using a familiar BDD syntax and has a synchronous API for interacting with the browser instead of an asynchronous API. It can also leverage Selenium to run those tests on different browsers. Writing tests for Testium is pretty easy if you're familiar with the Mocha BDD syntax. It actually delegates to Mocha under the hood. All we need to do is require Testium for this getBrowser method. When invoked, that's going to give us a browser instance on which we can call navigate to. And this is going to tell the browser to go to that specific path. I like to assert that the status code is what I expect it to be in the before block because that's going to prevent the other tests from being run if this assertion fails, which is going to give us a cleaner test output in that case. Testium lets us interact with different elements. You can just pass a selector to getElement, and it's going to give you an element instance. You can call different methods on that element instance to interact with it, like grabbing the text, and here we just assert that the text is what we expect it to be. We can also set and retrieve cookies. Here we're setting a cookie with a name and value. Optionally, you can pass it a path, and we're just retrieving it to make sure that it is what we expect it to be. We can also take screenshots and compare them. So here we are taking the screenshot of two different pages and asserting that they are the same. This will actually fail, and you can see that in action here when we run the tests. Comparing the screenshots will take a little bit of time, but it does give us a lot of information when it fails. You can see that they were almost 53% different, and that's based on a total pixel count. The tolerance was 0, which is the default and recommended value, but you can change that to something like 1%, where the assertion will not fail if it's within that value. Testium also saved 3 different images for us: the original first compared image, the original second compared image, and a special diff image, and we can take a look at those. So this is image 1, it is extra wide. Image 2 is not nearly as wide, but it's a little bit taller because of this extra line right here. So when we look at the diff image, we can see those differences. So this is the extra wide image, and then this is the extra tall image. The horizontal rule did not cover the entire width of the original narrow image, but it did on the wide image. So you can see that difference here. And this extra line here in one of the images caused the layout to change, so you can see where there were differences. So this diff gives us a comprehensive view of the two images and where they differ. Browser integration tests provide a slower feedback loop than unit tests. So, Testium provides an interactive console that allows you to explore your test logic before writing the test. You can start it by running the bin stub. This is a CoffeeScript console that has the browser methods mixed into the global scope. You can navigate to pages and interact with elements. When you close the console, it closes the browser. You can even tell it which browser to use. And that's it. We're already using Testium internally at Groupon, and we really like it so far. We have some more features planned, so keep an eye on the repository, and pull requests are always welcome.